Hi, my name's Gordon from Gimmio, and today we're going to talk about how to fix the Winmail.dat attachments being sent out from Outlook. Now, Winmail.dat attachments are sent out from Outlook when you compose your email in rich text format, because this is the way that it sends to the recipient information about how your text is formatted in your email. So I'll show you what I mean by that. If you click on File and then go to Options in your Outlook, and then click on Mail, you'll notice here where it says Compose Messages in this format, you've got three options. You've got HTML, Rich Text, and Plain Text. In HTML format, the formatting of the text is actually inside the HTML code itself. And with plain text, there is no formatting of the text at all. It's just plain text. Whereas with rich text, you can actually format the text to have bolding and italics and other features in there. And the only way that you can send that information to your recipient is in a Winmail.dat file, which is like an Outlook proprietary way of sending information over to your recipient if you use rich text. So basically the way to fix, if you're getting issues sending Winmail.dat attachments to your recipients, the way to fix it, and most common and easiest way to fix it, is just to click here and select HTML. Most of the time, if you're sending Winmail.dat attachments, you'll find that it's most likely selected under rich text. Now you want to select HTML, and another thing you want to do as well is you want to actually scroll down until you see this part here under message format. We're sending messages in rich text format to internet recipients. You want to convert it to HTML format. So most likely, if you're sending Winmail.dat attachments, you've got this option selected, which says send using Outlook rich text format. Now you always want to convert it to HTML format. So basically that should be set to convert to HTML format, and the top part should be set to HTML. Once you've done that, if you hit OK, you should be able to compose a new email, and you should no longer get Winmail.dat attachments coming through. Now there is actually an exception to that though, which is that if you're still getting Winmail.dat attachments sending through when you send to your recipients, what you'll need to do is you'll need to clear your autocomplete cache. Now autocomplete cache is when you simply start typing an email and you can see the email addresses here coming up for suggestions. Now what happens here is if you've typed an email before, if you've sent an email before to someone, the format that you've sent them an email to in the past is actually stored in this autocomplete file. So let's say, for example, this top one here, let's say in the past I've sent them an email in rich text format. What will happen is even after I've changed it to HTML format, if I don't clear this autocomplete entry, the email itself will be sent using rich text format, because that is the way the email was sent the last time I sent the email to this person here. So basically you've got to clear this list of people in order for that setting to take effect, which I'll show you how to do that right now. If you click on File and then just go to Options and then go to Mail and then just scroll down, and there's a button there that says Empty Autocomplete List. You just click on that one and then that will get rid of your autocomplete, and then again click OK, and then once you send a new email, you should no longer be sending Winmail.dat attachments. Now if you are for some reason not able to set your Outlook settings the way I've just shown you, you can actually do this whole step using the Windows Registry. Now I might just warn you, before you start editing the Windows Registry, it's quite important to know what you're doing there, because if you don't edit it correctly, you can actually cause some irreparable damage to your computer. The Windows Registry is basically where all the important settings on your PC are kept, and if you don't edit it correctly, yeah, you could cause some serious damage. So yeah, before you go ahead, just make sure you know what you're doing. So I'll show you how to do that now. If you just right click there on your start menu and click run, and then you just type in reg edit like that, and then click OK or press enter. You might get a warning pop up saying, do you want to open the program, and you just hit yes for that. Now what you want to do is you want to navigate to this path here. So if you have a look here at the top, I've gone to HKey current user and then software and then Microsoft and so on and so on. So you want to get to here. So you can see the different Office versions here. You'll find the Office versions if you're interested. Most of the time you'd pick out the latest one, which is 16 in this case for me. But the Office versions actually correspond with the different Office versions that have been released by Microsoft. So if you want to have a look at that, just check it out on our blog post, which I'll link to in the description of the video. Now, what you'd want to do here is if you just go to Preferences here, and then just right click on it and click New, and then DWORD 32-bit value. Now, for the name of it, we want to call it Disable TNEF. And then hit enter for that, and then just right click on that new key that we've made and then click modify. And then what you want to do for the value data, you want to make it 1 and you want to make it hexadecimal for the base there, and then click OK. Now what you need to do is just close your reg editor and close your Outlook and reopen it again, and this should achieve the exact same thing that we just showed you earlier in your Outlook options. If you haven't already, give our email signature generator a try. It's free to use. You've got a 7-day free trial, and you can create some really amazing email signatures for your whole team. There's a few free layouts to choose from and quite a few premium ones that you can choose from. When you create email signatures in Gimmio, you can easily apply a whole bunch of settings to your staff or just to your email signature. So what I mean by that is, for example, for the address, you could apply it to all signatures in the group, or you can apply it just at this signature. That makes it really, really easy to standardize your email signatures throughout your whole company, and makes it easy to duplicate signatures as well. Hope this has been helpful to you, and thanks very much for watching. See you next time.